Hey guys, how's it going? This is ExtrmWill. This is going to be my new training series. We're going to call it Just the Tip, training for noobs. I'm going to make a little small subfolder on the bottom. We're going to try to cover some different topics, help guys out with their progression, and as they're going through things, kind of what you need to learn, the pace and rate you need to learn at. Live stream everything I do because I think it's easier for me. YouTube is going to throw it all up there, so you can go back and rewatch it whenever you want to. If you're watching it on Twitch, then I guess you got to catch it live, or you can go find my stream over on the YouTube. It's ExtrmWill. I don't have my own personal page yet. I think I gotta get so many people there first. But let's see, are we up and running? Yeah, look like we're up and running here. Press that. So what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about some kind of basic stuff. We're going to fight. We're going to go story mode. Because everybody's kind of done all this. So I'm not done with Act 4 yet. I work on Act 4 when I get time. Still, it's pretty difficult, so there's a lot of stuff we got to learn, but we'll get there. We'll start with Act 1. I just want to do one fight in here real quick and talk about kind of what you need to learn, how to do it. For Act 1, it's pretty simple. All you really need to do is just light tap and punch the guy in the face. Well, we're going to edit the team down. We're not going to use... we're not going to do that. That would not make any sense. So what we're going to do, filter, 1 star, and we'll bring in my 1-star Spider-Man. And I'm only going to bring in Spider-Man. We're going to use him for training purposes. So all you really need to do here is just punch guys. You just need to be able to light punch quicker than they do. Oh man, how many energy do I got to take to get there? I was hoping this was going to be a lot less. I don't want to use any actual energy. I do want to make another video after this. So for that second video, I need 36 energy. So this may get a little rougher than I wanted to. But all you need to do in here, to beat Act 1, is you just need to be able to learn how to punch guys. So it's not that hard. I think the game's pretty much designed, if you get a 2-star champion, you should be able to do it. I think you can still do it all just with your first 1-star. All you need to do is just keep light punching. I'm not even doing anything else, no mediums, just light punches. So that's easy. Clear as day. Act 1 is designed to be really easy, just kind of get you in the flow of the game, get you kind of addicted to it, look at how beautiful the game is, start seeing some of the potential, some of the different characters, so to get you hooked. So that's easy enough. So then Act 2, of course, it's going to start getting a little bit harder and a little bit trickier. You need to learn how to do more things. In here, I think you should still be plenty strong enough. We'll be all right. So in here, you need to learn how to do combos. Not really that hard and complicated. Most of us have played some kind of a fighting game before. So, combos aren't it's not like a hard concept, You need to do, basic one I normally do is light, light, hard, or you can do like medium, light, light, medium, hard. Each champion is going to be different, so like almost everyone will do a medium, medium, hard. So we'll go like we're not even going to bother blocking yet. We're still just going to go. And we're just going to kind of go back and forth between using like lights and mediums, and it's going to be a little bit rough. This is hard for me to stomach doing even, because all I'm going to we're not doing. We're using just bad fighting technique in general, but you don't have to fight well to really be able to win here. Like I'm still using my 1-star champion, and I'm pretty sure. Oh, I didn't kill him. Ooh, maybe he may be a little tough. So I'm still not doing anything like We're not doing anything good or proper yet. Like, I mean, that's kind of ugly. pretty ugly. So, you know, but you can still win. You can still beat pretty much the whole act like that. Now, when you get to the last boss, it might get a little bit harder, but it was pretty hard for me to even stomach doing. So we'll exit out of here. Now, when you get to Act 3, you've got to actually learn how to do some more stuff. Oh, maybe Spider-Man will be able to do it. I don't know if I'm quite good enough yet without pulling out everything. So we'll see what we can do here just with Spider-Man. Now what you need to learn how to do is you need to learn how to evade. You need to take moving back into your arsenal. And with this, there's certain mastery things you need to do too. So we'll show you in mastery. I'm gonna do a separate mastery video. I don't want to do it just yet, but I'll do another one to show you in your progression what you're gonna need to do. By the time you start Act 3, you should have hopefully filled out, you know, the first 15 for your offense. You don't necessarily have to have the whole first 15 for your defense, but you should at least have the top row, the 2 into the heal, and then those the next 2 up there that help you to heal and regenerate. And then in here, well, Limber, you need 1 in there, but this is going to be the big one. This is what we're going to use right now. This is how I'm going to win this fight. Is going to be with dexterity. When you move back then and dodge, you're going to get a critical bonus when you try and dodge his attack. But I'm not going to let him actually punch me. I should be able to evade all of his hits using dexterity. I didn't practice this ahead of time. I don't really know right offhand if I'm going to do this with my 1-star Spider-Man, but I think it'll show you kind of like when you get further in the game and you get better, like it doesn't really matter who you're using as much. Oh, it took me all the way out. Now, the way I do this, because right now I'm sitting at a desk, I'm actually going to use both my index fingers, because like that's how I would, you know, when I text message I do that. So I think I actually fight a little better when I use my index fingers than my thumbs. I'm not used to sitting at my desk still. This whole live streaming thing is kind of still throwing me off a little bit. But I think I'm getting the hang of it pretty well. So I'm going to come up, I'm going to back up right away. And I'm going to, no, I've got to go a little longer because he's Juggernaut. He starts with Unstoppable. I'm going to hit him. I'm going to back up. I'm going to go back in. Hit him. Back up. Go back in, hit him. Back out. Oh, I went one too many hits. Hit him a couple more times. Back out. I don't necessarily want to finish my combos when I'm hitting him. I want to stop like 1 or 2 short of actually finishing my combo and then back up. Now come in and hit him and back up. Hit him and back up. Oh, that one hurt. Boom, that thing didn't do anything to him. So, I mean, if I didn't, I should have baited his special too. So I gotta pay more attention to that too. Because if you notice, he's only, you know, he hit me twice in the beginning because I wasn't paying attention to his Unstoppable. And then hit me with a 1 special, which I may just wind up recovering all of that health from. Now, so you need to learn how to evade and bait his specials. For the fighting, you really want to go check out Dork Lessons. You can Google him, or if you look on the bottom of my YouTube page, there should be a link for it because he's one of my favorite ones. He has the definitive, like, this is how you fight breakdowns. You know, teach you how to do everything that you need to do. Why am I not healing anymore? My willpower should still be kicked in. You see here, like, I'm fighting Act 3 with my 1-star gun. I don't even have any synergy bonuses on him. We're still doing just like straight up basic stuff. See, like, I'm not even like that good at fighting yet. I'm alright at it, you know. But like, yeah, I'm not done with Act 4. Act 4 is still pretty hard for me. But I just beat, you know, a guy in Act 3 with my 1-star champion. So, you know, like, it can be done. It can be done a lot cleaner than that, what I just did. I mean, I shouldn't have let him hit me in those first 2 hits or 3 hits in the beginning when he's on unstoppable. I just kind of play a lot on autopilot. And it's one of the reasons Juggernaut's really hard to fight is because of that unstoppable. And sometimes, you know, you start the fight off and you're not, you know, you always start with your certain button combination. Like, I always start pretty much every fight. I back up, and then I back up twice, and then I back up into him and run back to him, and I'll do like 3 or 4 light hits, and then I'll back out again and back in, do 3 or 4 light hits, back in, back out. That's kind of what I tend to do. And then, you know, like occasionally, depending on who it is and the different circumstances will depend on when I throw in, you know, a couple heavy hits or, you know, do I want to do a combo? I've kind of found it works better. You know, a lot of times if you don't necessarily finish the combo, if you don't knock the guy down, sometimes you get back in and out of the guard. Another way to start too that you're going to need to know for fight 4, for round 4, act 4. Go check this out. Hopefully this doesn't kill my energy too much. I guess that's alright. I can just take like 20 minutes or something before I do that next video. Let some energy come back. I want to take a little bit of time anyways. I want to make sure the 2 streams are definitely separated. So then we'll go to Act 4. Now what you're going to need to learn how to do, and it's going to become very, very important that you do it, is you're going to need to learn how to parry. Now there's no way I'm going to be able to win this fight. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get hit. But we're going to come in the first fight. Maybe, how about I bring in somebody a little stronger? I'll bring in somebody a lot stronger, so I can show you parrying. Parrying's a lot trickier. So we'll come in. And what we're going to do essentially is we're just going to block right away. Let's see, blue, so you don't want to go with Thor, we'll go this way. So what I'm going to do to start the fight is I'm going to start off with blocking. Now, in Dork Lessons fighting on how to parry like a master, how to parry like a ninja, he says don't treat blocking like you used to in like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. You don't hold your blocking down. You just tap it. And let's see if I can get one to go. This is definitely not my forte, is parrying. Parrying is, I stink at parrying. That's why I haven't beat Act 4 yet. But once you master parrying, oh come on, the rest of the game gets easy. How can I not get a parry to go? Can I not get 1 to go? Can I not get 1 to go? Not even 1. Why are you being such a jerk? I don't know why I'm not getting it to go now. Oh, terrible instruction video. Yeah, go watch his how to parry. There you go. There you go. I finally got one. When you time your block just right, then you need to stop like that. I am terrible at it. Like, I don't know how guys do it every single time. I don't know what it is I'm missing in it. But when you get that mastered, then you'll have 4 down completely, and you'll be able to beat 4. But you say I haven't beat 4. I'm still working on it. I need to watch Dorky Diggity Dave's Dork Lessons training video on how to parry to like master. Because timing's gonna be like just right. Like the second they start the animation to fight, like the exact second they start the frame rate, because they'll normally tip you off, and you can figure out exactly what the guy's gonna do by exactly what motion he does. Does he nod his head? Does he bend his knee? Does he dip his shoulder? You know, I know like a big tell that they have when Cyclops is gonna fire his beam, he nods his head forward. You know, so you know, when you start getting more advanced and get stuff like that, that starts helping a lot. But when you do parrying, you go back to your mastering, back to your utilities, and you will need to get the parry mastery in order to do it. You don't necessarily need it until you get a little bit further in the game. I mean, the sooner you can learn it and start figuring out how to do it, you can get to the point where they can literally not hit you ever. You know, if you get really good with your parry and your evade, that's where, like, you know, the pro guys are the ones who have it just down, trained unconditionally. My parry I'm pretty good at. Like my evading back, I can dodge most specials. Sometimes with the beams I have a little bit more of a problem. You know, when I fight like Cyclops, I'll parry back, so I'll miss like the first two parts of the beam. But because the beam is a 3-part attack, I normally have to block that third part to make sure I don't get hit with it. So there's different things you gotta figure out with the timing and all that. You know, between parrying and evading and blocking, you know, like I got really far in the game without trying to do any blocking at all, and didn't think it was going to be that important. And then started figuring out more as I got further on that, like, yeah, like it can be really important and useful. But you start off with, like, you really don't need it until you get further. You start getting like the medium and harder difficulties. You need to learn more of how to do the parrying and evading and the blocking. They can be really helpful. Eventually, you know, that's how you're going to do, you know, that's how you're going to beat Master Mode. That's how you're going to beat Act 4. That's how you're going to beat everything to do with the Realm of Legends or League of Legends or whatever it's all called. Like the 3 different things. The Path to the Labyrinth of Legends, and, you know, because when you get in to fighting this stuff, like I know I have one of my friends just started playing. He's like, "Oh, this is impossible. You'll never be able to do it." And, you know, he's got a couple, like, you know, 3-star champions. I don't think he's any 4-star champions yet. So he was like level 30. Oh, I wanted to leave this and go in the other one. I hit finish, which would have finished it. Not used to exiting in the middle of quests. Not something I really do a whole lot of. But when you come in here, Beyond Hope, the Realm of Legends, I guess it matters which one you're talking about. But the view quest rewards. The rewards for this are pretty nice, you know. This is how, like, when you start watching the more advanced guys, you notice, like, all of them, they all have the red Cyclops, the Rhino, and the Ronin, you know, because you get some pretty decent stuff from this. But yeah, I'm not gonna do this fight. I don't want to use the energy, but I do want to show you kind of what this looks like a little bit and kind of explain it to you. This isn't as tough as it looks. Not anywhere near as tough as it looks. Ah, shoot. I didn't want to do that. I just want to click on him. Maybe we will do the fight. But if you look at it, his attack isn't actually that strong. His attack is only 17. So my attack is almost 1,000. His attack is less than twice mine. But this would have been nice to have other guys, you know, so I could have had some synergies. You know, he is ranked up all the way, but It's not necessarily going to be like that much harder. Normally when you do this, you want to bring in a bunch of guys you have synergies with to help you boost, you know, your attack power, your blocking abilities. You know, there's a bunch of different strategies that you can use for it, but, you know, I'll probably make it like 2 minutes through this, I want to say. Maybe, we'll see. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put a dent in his actual health. If my Star-Lord was duped, he would probably run him over. Because when Star-Lord's duped, the higher you get this combo rating, the stronger you get. Now, this isn't really the proper way to fight it. They want you to, you're supposed to do like 1, 2, 3, 4 parry, but you didn't let me do it there. No, and then I let him hit me. I gotta use a special. He's not gonna let me do it. I should just keep punching him. I haven't really started practicing on this very much, but I think I want to start trying to do it like once a day and practice until I can start getting a lot better. You know, start off with I want to get, you know, I almost did about 20 hits, you know. Try saying about every like 2 or 3 days if I can get like 5 more hits in against him. And then start building it up. I want to come in with an actual team, though. I don't want to come in with just one champion like that. I wasn't planning on actually going in against him. But like, you can beat him. There's guys who, you know, who beat this, you know, 3-star Star-Lord, you know, who's been awakened, or 3-star Scarlet Witch, who's been awakened. I mean, once you get 3-star Scarlet Witch and she's awakened, she can beat pretty much the entire game. I don't know if there's anything in the entire game that she can't beat. I mean, some of the stuff will be a little bit trickier and harder, you know. I don't think everyone who plays the game is going to be able to beat this with the 3-star Witch, but if you start really practicing at it and trying hard, I mean, you can do it. Guys do it. They do it all the time. Guys do it for fun. They don't even do it because they have to. They do it for fun. I don't understand why or how, but he's not invincible. He's not actually like, they're not as strong as they look in here. It's not like when you're doing the quest and they say a guy would have, you know, like 10,000. His attack would be significantly higher than that because his attack is actually still really weak. He's not that hard. But I hope that was helpful in the discussion. You know, I do highly recommend going and watching Dorky Diggy Dave's Dork Lessons. I will try to go and add that in the link for his training lessons into the description for the video later. Yeah, I hope this is helpful to you. I'm going to take a break for probably, I'm going to take a break for like half an hour or so. And then I'm going to come back and do another video. Next video we're going to do the, I think the Tier 2 Rift for the Dimensional Rift. That's what's going on right now. So I'll do that and maybe a couple other things. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. If it was, you know, hit the like button. Let me know. Leave a comment below. You know, anything else you want to see me do a video on to help train. Hopefully I can do a mastery walkthrough real soon. I'm going to do it like from scratch. I'm just going to clear all my masteries and then go through and show you what I think would be the best way to progress them through as you're going through, like what your priorities should be and kind of how to do it right. So masteries get interesting. So I'll give you a little preview of it real quick. There's no right way to do your mastery, but there's a lot of wrong ways to do your mastery. So, because there's a lot of different things that you can do. Normally you want to try to get to all the things on the right as quick as you can and not do too much on things in the left. You need 15 points in the front to get to the back. So you need 15 points in the front to get to the back. Here you need 11 points in the front to get to the back. I'll leave that for another time. So, take it easy out there, guys. I hope this is helpful. I'll be back in a little bit to do another video. See ya.